This week on the show, we're featuring Chalcedony, Big Ruby under the microscope cam, Pop Tarts on Why'd I Buy That, 12 new jokes, and a new year of resolutions. Someone asked me why I'm emotionally isolated. I said that's because I have emotional COVID. Let's start the show. Have a whole plate full of things I'm getting ready to cut there. Actually, what do I have there? There's the ruby and zoisite from last week. There's some prehnite that's coming up. Here's some rose quartz that I'm working on. There's a chunk of emerald. There's chalcedony we're about to cut in. There's the lemon quartz. I've got the little piece I cut off. I did actually grind on it a little bit. I want to look at it under the microscope too. There's the prehnite. We'll get to that in a couple of weeks. Oh, there we go. Chalcedony time. Just cutting through the dirty areas. You know, there's areas, they're dirty. They got like stuff, and we're cutting through them. It's hard stuff. Look at that. That won't even break. Harder than glass. Chalcedony is basically quartz. Same structure. Same chemical makeup. But with some blue stuff in it. Which I think is caused by nickel. It's worth more than 5 cents in my opinion. Notice how the sparks are yellow. Quartz yields yellow sparks. Topaz yields blue sparks. Cutting her down to size. Added a couple of changes to the show. The other segments have the chat bot, or the chat box. Whatever you want to call it. How you call it? How you doing today? Hope you're ready for a lot of fun. A lot of dance. Hopefully you don't have any ants in your pants. Because they might not be too happy, and they might bite. But maybe they are happy. Maybe they like pants. Maybe they like being in your pants. Maybe they're happy ants. Maybe they came to dance. They're probably fun ants. They're ready to have some fun. They're ready to start up the microscope portion of the program. The reason I am cutting this with the saw is because chalcedony is really, really hard stuff. I mean, it's supposed to be quartz, right? Why is it so much harder than quartz? Or rather, why does it seem like it's harder than quartz? Because it does. It's like some of the gems I cut do not follow the Mohs scale of hardness. It's like they follow the ghetto scale of hardness. They're ghetto hard. Because they were raised in the concrete jungle. I really do like this gem. I'm happy with it. Happy gem. Ah, hi. How's it going? Okay. Microscope cam. Cheers. And welcome to the program. Lots of vitamins. Lots of minerals. And they are. They're mineral. They're mineral compounds. Oh, we're getting into cutting the emerald. Let's get over to the Chalcedony video, shall we? There's the piece. There's a few different pieces, but this is basically how it was left after the saw. And I said, it's doing pretty good. It's not a lot of problems. Let's just shape it up, straighten it up, and we'll call it beautiful. That's what I did. Right now I'm digging at it with 100 grit. Gonna get a nice flat surface on it, then polish that down. And then we'll kind of shave out the back and even it up a little bit, which is where we are right here. Now there was actually a couple of saw marks over here and over on the side over here. And so that's why I added these 2 extra back facets. And then I just ground the side in, and I ground these, there's still a little bit of dirt in there. I ground these top facets at such a sharp angle. See, they're pretty close to a 45-degree angle, and usually we go for more of a 25-degree angle. It looks pink in front of the glove. Oh yeah, it is a little bit different of a color. It's got a little bit of that red going on. I'm pretty happy with it. It's got a little bit of dust on it. And I kind of like how it's got the dirt in it, because that shows that it's real. You know? Let's get a close-up on that dirt, shall we? I think that's about as close as we're going to be able to get. I wish we could get a little sharper on it. I got it like poked up inside of there. And that's about all we're going to get out of it. Maybe I got to step up the software. It's a pretty good camera. I wonder about this smart cam software that I'm using. It would be nice to get a little bit closer on that dirt. You know, we can get the dirt on the dirt. Really, I just wanted to be able to show the gems to you. Which reminds me, I'm going to hold it up so you can see about how big it is. Bam. I like it. I like blue, so that really helps a lot, you know. But it's like, blam. Or really, it'd be more like this on the ring. Like some kind of a necklace gem. Something like that. Let's see. Before we get to the big ruby, I'll show you this little piece of rhodolite. It's probably not going to show the color, but as we open it up, it should lighten up. Little piece of rhodolite garnet. Darn it. Where's the color? Let's see. How about if I do this? Very thick. It's a very thick gem. Switching from the 100 grit to the 240 grit. Yeah, I'm not even getting anything out of that. It's a very clean gem, very watery. But it's not going to show me any color, is it? It's alright, we'll do this, which is way too bright. I just want to show the color. You can kind of see some of the purple color coming through. A little bit of that purple, a little bit of red. A little bit of that rose wine goes straight to your head. Trying to get it off to the edge of the flashlight there. It's nice color. There. That's what I'm excited about. It's that pink, purple, rose wine color. That's something that I'm excited about. Okay, a couple more. And then we'll talk about what I bought and why. Here's the piece of lemon I cut off. Isn't that nice and yellowy? I wish Sonny's Gemstones was here to see this. Okay, so you notice up here there's like a flashy flare thing up in this area. It's a crack. It's a crack in the back. See how deep that crack is there? So I think we're going to get rid of that crack, and then the rest of it's clean and yellow. And we're going to try and decide just exactly how we're going to go about shaping this thing. Because we're kind of at the point where I got to cut a big chunk off of it, and the crack is up here. You can even kind of see it up there. So if you imagine I got rid of that crack, that's what would be left, is about that much of it. And it has potential. There is potential in this yellow chunk. And this yellow chunk was actually cut off of this yellow chunk. Yeah. This big surface, it came off of there. So rather than grind it up and turn it into plant food, I nipped it off so we can have an extra gem. Ah. Like how big this big yellow one is. We're going to get into shaping that pretty soon. It's going to put a lot of wear and tear on my laps, but it'll be worth it. Hey, Buds and Hazard, how's it going? Good to see ya. Hope you're having a good week. So what do you think? Is it going to be a good week because of donuts or cookies? Or both? Should have gave you the option to say both. Okay, here's the moonstone, and here's that schiller I was talking about. See, I got this other one that has really got a lot of schiller in it. This one? Look at that. That's bright stuff. It's got a lot of potential in there. I'm excited about this piece. This piece I wasn't necessarily too excited about, but then I saw it in the sunlight. Since I'm new to shaping moonstone, I think I'm going to start with this piece and then work my way to the other piece. So here's the piece I'm going to start with. And here's the piece I'm going to do next. And there's the large bluish area. So we'll kind of get into that. And that'll be coming up pretty quick. It's a tough choice, isn't it? Donuts or cookies? I mean, how you gonna choose? Really, Jacob, how you gonna put that kind of pressure on me at the beginning of the week? And then we got this big old chunk of pink purple ruby. And it even has kind of the corundum triangle shape structure to it. Yeah. Colette's Queen of the Rubies. And so I saw this, and since she's been so kind to the show, she's so supportive, she sent lots of things to the show, she's always here to wish people a great week. I saw that and I said, we're getting that for Colette. So that's what I'm doing. See how it's kind of purple in there? It's got a little bit purple, you know, red and blue make purple. Like blue sapphires, red rubies. Same material, just a different color. So that's kind of a bit of a sapphire color in there. But it's got a lot of pink on it. You know, and it's got that corundum structure. And notice how it's got these white areas. Like that, because that tells me that it hasn't been dipped in a vat full of dye. Yeah. And then look at all this rust on here. That's natural stuff, untreated. And it's not all shiny like it's been shellacked. It's just been cleaved off, chunked out, sold to you and me. To the show. To gemming out with Jacob and his wonderful viewers. So this kind of gives us an idea of this little ruby with the sapphireness, the purpleness, the pinkness, the redness, the rustiness of this gem chunk that we're looking at. And basically, I'm gonna pretty much keep it as it is, but I'm gonna shape it into this little like triangle piece, flatten it and polish it and feature it, and then we're gonna send it on out to Colette so she can enjoy it. It's big, isn't it? Big old necklace piece, something like that. You could attach a rope to it, you know, use it as a grappling hook, throw it up and around stuff, and climb your way up there. Okay, what else do we got? Anything? I think that's it for the Chalcedony video. What am I going to show while I talk about more stuff? Because I could talk. You know I can talk, but what am I going to talk about? How about I show you a little bit of this Moonstone Saw video? Yeah, there we go. Moonstone and amber. That gives us a couple of minutes. All right. And where are we? Oh, it's showing the schiller. Yeah, you can see me actually cut that up. Pop-Tarts. I bought some Pop-Tarts. Yeah. You ever buy Pop-Tarts? There's a lot of Pop-Tarts to choose from. Look at all them Pop-Tarts. Whole variety of Pop-Tarts. Would you buy them all? Did you just go and say, I'm going to get some Pop-Tarts? And then you bought them all? Maybe you never heard of Pop-Tarts. Maybe the first time you tried Pop-Tarts was as a kid, and it was somebody else who gave them to you. You didn't have to buy them. They were just presented to you as free, and you didn't have any other options. They were there. You were hungry, so you ate them. Which ones were they? And did you like them? Well, I did. That's right, I did. And one of the things I like about Pop-Tarts is they're named after fruits. I don't know if they're actually that fruit flavored, but they say they are. And I like I like fruit, you know. It's delicious. They got, frosting. That's a fruit. We all love that. Now, I like the idea that Pop-Tarts are affordable and they're quick. And you get it's a quick way to get some frosting. Hmm. That's great, right? Quick frosting. Who doesn't love that? But there's a lot of different quick frostings there to choose from. So which one did I choose? Because they got strawberry, they got blueberry, they got cherry, they got wild berry, whatever that is. Um, Maybe it likes to play rock music. Who knows? They even got chocolate ones. They got s'mores, which have marshmallows, and marshmallows, as we all know, are just filler for other things. So why get those? I think they might have lemon ones or something. Who cares about that? Nobody wants lemon in their breakfast. What am I going to have? Like some lobster and Pop-Tarts? Doesn't make sense. So we're basically down to the cherry, strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry. I'm going with the raspberry because I love raspberry, but sometimes I want a little bit different. I like blueberry. Used to be my favorite fruit was blueberry. That was also my favorite flute too, because you can play them blueberries, especially if you want to be in a band. But I mean, I like strawberries. I like cherries too. But when I got a chance, I mean, there's a lot of things that are flavored strawberry. Not a lot of things that are flavored raspberry. So when I get a chance to buy some raspberry, I'm usually gonna go with that, and that's what I did, and that's what I bought, and that's why I bought that. Have you ever bought Pop-Tarts? And why? Which ones did you buy? And why did you buy that? Frosted strawberry. Well, that was another thing, Colette. They've got unfrosted Pop-Tarts. What a jip. It's like, I mean, you got three things in a Pop-Tart. You got bread, fruit, and frosting. And then they take one of the two good things away. Why don't they just have fruit and frosting and get rid of the bread part? Now that's a Pop-Tart I would buy. I'm just going to buy the unfrosted ones. That's like, you know, nonsense. Lemon, but never seen it. Actually, I don't even know what the yellow ones are. I couldn't tell you. I didn't look. I didn't take the time. I pretty much know I'm just going to buy the raspberry ones. Quick scan to see if there's any new ones. Nope. Sticking with it. I mean, it could be lemon, but it could be like grapefruit flavored. It could be, I don't know, maybe sun of the solar system flavored. Who knows what that tastes like? Um, it could be canola oil flavored. Maybe it's cod liver oil flavored. I don't know. All I know is that it's probably not raspberry flavored. And that's why I skipped over it. All right, we're running out of time here. What do I got for jokes? Anything? Anything at all? Any kind of jokes? Do we have them? Yes, I do. But you know what I don't? I don't want to be a cyborg because then I have to worry about getting coronavirus and computer virus. Probably be some kind of a combo thing. Ah, man, somebody asked me why I'm emotionally isolated. I said it's because I have emotional COVID. You know, sometimes things don't smell too good. And that's why you get Febreze, right? But when they smell really, really not good, I need more than Febreze. I need a hurricane. I need a tornado. Let's see. Things are getting so expensive nowadays. Even like when I get fuel, it gives me indigestion. Basically, when I get gas, I get gas. Let's see. Oh, it's important that you don't kill spiders indoors because then you have to worry about spider ghosts. Man. Now I'm going to start worrying about that about how my car has a ghost rat. Let's see. Speaking of being poor, I can't even afford Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have to get the lesser affordable version, Cinnamon Bread Chew. Speaking of things that stink, I stayed at a hotel and the room smelled awful. It smelled so bad I actually started checking to see if Febreze makes a Tomahawk missile. Holiday Inn, it was more like Holiday Outhouse. In the morning I went downstairs to get some breakfast and they didn't have any breakfast. All they had was a box of laxatives and a sign that read, Incontinental Breakfast. I went to the front desk and the guy didn't even say anything. He just said, if you're here to complain about the breakfast, you can email management when you get to a place that has operating Wi-Fi. I said, no, I'm just here to ask for an extra roll of toilet paper. He said, we don't have any, and if you don't like it, you can fill out a complaint form. Which he thought was funny until he saw how I signed them. Until he saw how I signed it. I don't know. I'm trying to go from the incontinental joke to the complaint form. That one needs a little work. I like to carry around a half a dozen beers because it's good to cover your six. It doesn't really make sense. That was the first joke of the week a couple weeks ago. Speaking of being broke, paying bills is so painful, I think my wallet's into S&M. I've got a joke that kind of tags off of a joke I told a couple weeks ago. So I went into Walmart and, I'm trying to save money, so I decided I'd shop at Walmart, but they kicked me out. And it wasn't because I was trying on condoms in the dressing room. It was because I kept asking the associates if they made me look fat. And really, I was there because I was trying to apply for a job. Yeah, they asked me what my primary language is. I said I speak American. And when I'm feeling fancy, I speak English. Unless I get upset, then I start speaking French. But really, I'm fluid in over 30 languages. And by fluid, I mean I can order a beer in over 30 languages. Mostly they're all beer. It's just beer, 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 cerveza, cerveza, cervaz. And my personal favorite, click, clock, click, gulp, 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 gulp. Which is also how you order a prostitute. Okay, that one's kind of rough. Let's see, I think I got one more. Oh, yeah. Okay. Speaking of eating things, lately I've been eating too many pickles. Now I have a chronic illness. But at least I also have a chronic joke portion of the program. So that's the joke portion. That's the show. I hope you got to see the chats in the actual chat area. Let's see. Test. Is it working? Gem close-up, chat box, cam jokes. Oh, great, it is working. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, anyways, that's the show. That's what I got for you this week. Next week, I'm going to come back. I think we're going to do this piece of champagne quartz, but I might try to do the lemon if I can finish that out fast enough. If I can decide on how to finish it out. I'm not sure. Not sure. Gonna have to look at the color palette. Maybe that rhodolite will work out. I don't know. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to bring back next week, but we're definitely going to try and bring back the show next week. Because I love seeing you here every week at 9 p.m. Eastern. Have a lovely evening.